There's a lot of information right now. And one of those pieces of information is that it looks like, and again, this is just being reported from the New York Times right now, but it looks like Marco Rubio is set to be named Secretary of State by President Trump. I am not happy about that. As I say right there, please no, we don't want Marco Rubio. Marco Rubio is garbage, and so I don't like that pick at all. We'll see if that actually is, official or whatever. I mean, there's been a lot of reporting out there. If this is Trump's pick, this is definitely a miss. But he's been on fire with his picks, and we're going to talk about all of that. So we'll see. I'm not saying I believe it yet because the New York Times is not a trustworthy outlet at all. So let's just be clear about that. But that's just what the New York Times is reporting as it stands right now. So we shall see what happens with that. I just saw this on my Twitter. So for those that don't know, I hate Marco Rubio. Okay. And this is in 2018. Alex Jones and Marco Rubio. I don't know how many of you have seen this, but if you haven't seen it, I hate Marco Rubio. Here we go. Watch Alex.
Facebook.
That's why you didn't get elected.
Do they need to be regulated?
Marco Rubio and the snake. Little frat boy here.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Who are you, man?
Yeah,
Who is
sure.
this guy? I swear to God, I don't
You
know
better
who
hope
you
you
are,
get these
man.
platforms. Tens of millions of views.
InfoWars.
Bigger than Rush Limbaugh. He knows who InfoWars is. Playing this joke over here. That's why the deplatforming didn't work.
But here's the question. Here's the question.
Hey, don't touch me again, man. I'm asking you not to touch me.
Well, sure, I just patted you nicely.
I know, but I don't want to be. I don't know.
You want me to get
man.
arrested?
I don't know who you are.
It's not just going to
You're
take
not
my
gonna
First
get arrested,
Amendment.
man. You're
It's
not
not
gonna
just
get
enough to
arrested.
take my
I'll
First
take care of
Amendment. Oh, he'll beat me up.
I didn't say
I
that.
know I am, but he's so mad. You're not going to silence me. You're not going to silence
Well,
America.
but there are
You
people.
are literally like a little gangster thug.
There are people in this country.
Rubio just threatened to physically take care of me.
There are people who
Look at
feel
that.
that they're being
You already got rid of my First Amendment.
silenced. They feel like
He tells you China's the problem, which it is, but they're taking our free speech right now.
Social media platforms, Facebook,
There goes Rubio.
Twitter. Do you believe that these platforms need to be regulated as like a public utility, and how do you go about doing that?
Well, I prefer not to. I prefer competition to take care of that. But obviously, we're going to watch closely to make sure that these tools that are being used. I mean, one thing is to say we're going to go after foreign interference designed to so and so.
But it's already going on here.
Another thing is to
The
say we're
Democrats
going
are
to go after
raping the
free speech.
Republicans.
Because at some point, someone
The
has to make a
Democrats are raping
determination. What's the
InfoWars.
difference between, misinformation from abroad and differences of opinion within the United
Yeah,
States?
and that's happening
It's a very
here.
fine line, and that's something we need to be careful about. We don't overreach in that direction.
But then he doesn't know about
So these
InfoWars being
companies
banned. He doesn't know about the top news story in the
careful
country.
about how they, not just how they apply that within the United States,
InfoWars
but they don't
.com,
become
better than
agents
ever.
of authoritarian regimes abroad to crack down on free speech.
I
Because
wonder why Rubio got so mad at me and
there's
threatened
a
me
there's a
physically.
balance between what is free speach and what people disagree on.
Poor
Thank you,
Rubio.
guys. I'm sorry. We gotta go.
Yeah, man, I gotta go to the committee. You guys can talk to this clown.
Oh, yeah. Look at this little frat boy. So cool. Go back to your bathhouse. Compromise at the bathhouse. Here goes Rubio, a little punk. Anyways, you got to love people that come from authoritarian regimes, and then they don't even appreciate America.
Freaking Alex Jones, man. So if you are not aware, it's right now, it is being reported that Marco Rubio is right here. Breaking: Trump is expected to name Senator Marco Rubio as his Secretary of State, New York Times reports. I just responded with please no. I don't know if they're looking for feedback on this. I'm hoping that more and more people are being vocal about this because I think it's a terrible pick. Okay, right here. Charlie Kirk, right here. Says, folks, words of wisdom. If Trump hasn't confirmed it on truth, don't jump to conclusions and don't believe everything you see. So that right there is why I, was saying, like, it's New York Times reporting it. So just be careful with how you're responding to it because you never know. The information is going out there for a reason, and that's fine. The information has been delivered to the New York Times for a reason.